Yeah, I went to that.
I told Liz and Leslie this when Claire was practicing with them. One of them was like, I'm gonna miss basketball. And then another one said, don't worry about basketball. This is such an honor. So they were pumped and they were very excited. So yeah, thank you.
Continuing on with the superintendent's report, I am excited to debut our 2025 State of the Schools video, which would not be with us this evening but for the great work of Greg Murphy. So Greg, always a great job of putting that together. From this point, after this evening, this will be not only shared in an upcoming Pirate Talk, but it'll be on our website. Greg will put it out via social media, and then Leslie makes the appointments for me at the Normandy, and then I believe Rotary. Those are the two, and then any other ones that we may need. So, without further ado.
Hello, I'm Liz Anderson, and welcome to the 2025 Rocky River City School District State of the Schools video. We're excited to share the inspiring stories of students, educators, and staff who continue to make our district a place where excellence thrives. From successful academic performance and programs to nutrition services, safety, and security, the highlights you will see are a testament to the dedication of our entire community. Join us as we celebrate the continued growth and success of our school and the bright future we are building for all of our students. I'm excited to share that the Rocky River City School District continues to perform among the top school districts in academic achievement in the state of Ohio, according to the results of the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce District Report Cards. The district received the highest possible overall rating of 5 stars, as well as 5 stars in all 5 components of the report card: student achievement, progress, gap closing, graduation rate, and early literacy. One of only 18 districts in the state to receive an overall 5-star rating and 5 stars in all 5 components, Rocky River earned a performance index score of 110.2, ranking 4th in the state out of 607 districts. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Rocky River has ranked among the top 10 districts in Ohio, including 9 of those years in the top 5. The district remains committed to keeping families informed and engaged by hosting a variety of town halls and community events throughout the year. These gatherings provide valuable insights, resources, and support. In the fall, we hosted a town hall screening of Screenagers, Elementary School Age Edition, a documentary exploring the impact of screen time on young children. This event was made possible through the generous sponsorship and support of the PTA Council. Just this week, the district partnered with Estrella Consulting to present a town hall on college admissions, offering critical insights for families and students for the class of 2025 and beyond. Looking ahead, on February 28th, counselors Melissa Livertor and Aaron Ponticos will lead a coffee talk. This session will center on The Anxious Generation, a book that addresses the challenges today's youth face. Events like these strengthen our community by providing families with the tools and knowledge they need to support their children's growth and success.
The Transportation Department is dedicated to the safety of the students of the Rocky River City School District. Over the summer, the majority of our Transportation Department staff was certified in first aid and CPR by the American Red Cross. Our drivers assisted in getting our new kindergarten kiddos ready for their first school bus ride by assisting with Safety Town. At the beginning of the school year, we performed bus evacuation drills at Beach, Goldwood, Kensington, and Rocky River Middle School. The Rocky River City School District's Transportation Department's mission is to support the education process through safe, friendly, and professional transportation services.
2 major construction projects were completed within facilities operations in August of 2024. One, the Rocky River High School Kitchen Project, and two, the Rocky River High School Stadium ADA seating project. The kitchen was a complete renovation, now accommodates properly all students at Rocky River High School, as well as a staging area for lunches for other buildings within the district. The stadium project now includes an ADA ramp and seating within Rocky River Stadium. Safety and security is a top priority within the district. We have SROs in the district. We have a plethora of cameras in every building. We have secure vestibules. We have anti-ramming bollards, to name just a few. We'll be adding 2 new protocols. One is Strategics, and the other is Zero Eyes. Both of these 2 new technologies will help to enhance our security protocols within the district.
I am so thrilled to be standing in the new high school kitchen here in Rocky River. This has been on our radar and in our plans for many years, and it's so wonderful to finally be here. Thanks to the community, the Rocky River Ed Foundation, and our Board of Education and Administration, and the support of all of those groups throughout this project. First semester's been great. The students were so thrilled to see the bright, new, modern space to come in and get their lunches. A lot of kids are coming in for the first time and really enjoying the atmosphere because it's bright and welcoming and modern and really a beautiful place for them to come and get their lunch. Some of the new things that we're really excited about in this kitchen are our dishwasher. We've never had a dishwasher before, so prior to this year, we've done all of our dishes by hand in a 3-compartment sink. The other feature that we're really thrilled about is our combi ovens. They are state-of-the-art, very big, they can put out a lot of food in a very short amount of time. The other really fabulous feature is our big, giant walk-in freezer. So those are the 3 things we're probably most excited about.
This year, we had a number of great things occur at Rocky River High School. To begin, I'd like to talk about our Salute to Service Night, which occurred prior to the Bay Village football game. This was a very special night where we honored veterans in the community and also had a student by the name of Henry Ward complete his Eagle Scout project, which was an honorarium chair that is now stationed in our stadium, which is given in honor of those veterans who have lost their lives in war or were POWs. And we're very proud of Henry for taking the initiative to complete this project, and we're really happy with the outcome. I'd like to say a few words about the Employee of the Year, Meg Milner. Meg has been an outstanding employee at Rocky River High School. She is always working with students in our makerspace, and some of the projects that are completed in the makerspace actually are used outside of school. So for example, students have completed projects completing blankets for those in need. We've also had students come up with very creative 3-dimensional printing options that are pretty impressive, and we are very thankful to Ms. Milner for all the work she does with all of our students. This year we were recognized by the College Board as being a top performing high school with a lot of AP offerings. We offer numerous advanced placement classes, and students have access to them where they're both challenged academically and intellectually, and we believe it prepares them better for college and the workforce as they move on after high school.
Rocky River Middle School Media Center was recently recognized as outstanding design, and our students have really enjoyed getting to use that new space, and also our teachers have been able to expand lessons into that new space, and it also is utilized after school for our Makers Club. Our Rocky River volleyball team was able to raise over $6,000 this year in their Volley for a Cure game. All of these collected donations go towards breast cancer research, and we're very proud of our students and our coaches for all the efforts that they put together in this great event. Our 8th grade class is looking forward to end of year events, including not only their Washington DC trip with Rocky River Middle School staff, but also a wonderful dinner and dancing event that's planned by the Rocky River Middle School PTA. We're wishing our 8th graders a wonderful end of the school year, and also best wishes as they continue their successes into high school.
Kensington has been once again named one of the best elementary schools in the country by U.S. News and World Report. While we celebrate the academic excellence demonstrated by our students, I want to share some of the facets of our school that make it truly a special place. Each day at Kensington begins with the morning video announcements, a production of Kensington's Channel 10. Channel 10 not only keeps our students informed on what's happening in our school community, it also provides health and wellness tips, supports the school's PBIS program by celebrating the value of the month, gives updates on the weather, and reports on the Rocky River sports scene. Another way we get the day off to a great start at Kensington is morning intramurals. The program runs 3 days a week with each grade level getting a specific day. Intramurals provides our students with an opportunity to positively interact with their peers and make new friends, while also getting the benefits of physical activity. Lastly, we have many traditions here at Kensington. One that our school community has embraced is honoring and thanking veterans for their service. Our students honor and thank our community's veterans with a ceremony taking place on or near Veterans Day. The ceremony includes a performance by the school's choir, recognition of veterans in attendance, and a presentation of thank you letters from our students to them. This was followed by a parade through the neighborhood by our staff and students. After the parade, flags carried by the students are respectfully displayed in the school's front lawn area. Kensington Intermediate has an incredible staff that not only helps our students to excel academically, but also work to make every student feel valued and connected to the school.
Goldwood Primary School is thriving. Our dedicated staff is committed to fostering a nurturing and inclusive environment where every student feels valued and empowered to reach their full potential. Through engaging curricula, we are cultivating a love of learning that inspires curiosity and creativity. Our strong partnerships with families and the community enhance our educational programs, ensuring that our students not only excel academically, but also grow socially and emotionally. The strong collaboration between teachers, parents, and the community has fostered a sense of belonging and support for every child. Together, we are committed to nurturing the talents and potential of our students, ensuring they are well prepared for their future endeavors. Together, we are building a bright future for our children, one filled with endless possibilities and bright horizons.
Beach has grown this school year. We have added an additional classroom and staff to meet our growing needs of our community. We continue to strive to build independence and lifelong learning at an early age. Each year, our teachers create meaningful family engagement events to build and promote our homeschool connections. We are proud to maintain our 5-star Step Up to Quality state rating. Thank you to our community for supporting our efforts and preparing our students for school-age learning and future success.
I'm proud to announce that the Rocky River City School District renewed their Trusted Learning Environment Certificate this past fall. This certificate is an internationally recognized certificate that shows that the school district is taking extensive measures to support students in their acquisition of technology standards, as well as keeping them safe online. In addition, during this upcoming school year, the 25-26 school year, we are refreshing Chromebooks throughout the district and teacher laptops. In the area of educational services, this past year we've supported teachers with their new courses of study in language arts, and this year we are working to support them in mathematics. We are also helping to build new assessments in both of those two areas.
Your forecast is a financial roadmap for a school district. That forecast is mandated to be updated twice a year. The Ohio Department of Education and Workforce reviews those as part of their charge to ensure that districts have financial stability and to look forward and identify districts that have financial issues that are on the horizon. Every month, I meet with the Board of Education in a finance-only board meeting, and we discuss the financial picture of the district, what's happened that previous month, and how it relates to the forecast. So the forecast as that roadmap really sets out your current year budget and 4 years additional. This year, 2024, for the collection year 25, so January tax bills, the Cuyahoga County and about a third, roughly, of the state's counties are involved in the sexennial reappraisal. That being said, Ohio has what's called House Bill 920, and that's from 1976. And what that does is it severely limits the tax increase on account of a reappraisal. So any voted millage that the district has is capped at what it was approved at the time it was voted in. The Treasurer's Office, I'm proud to say, has for several years now received the distinguished award from the Government Finance Officers Association, or the GFOA, and many, many years have received the Auditor of State Award. So there are a couple levels to that. The highest is the Auditor State Award with distinction. And I'm proud to say we've had that now for several years.
First and foremost, I do wanna let families know that we still have our pantries in each of the buildings. There's some food in there are clothes in there, there's warm winter blankets and coats. We do encourage you to check out the pantry, and get those needs met. We do have the Rocky River Assistance Program. They are wonderful, supporters of families in the community. This year, we did a virtual lunch and learn, and the title of it was Practical Tools for Parents. So tools to try to help parents at home set up some structure, building those routines. We are really, really striving to ensure that we're meeting students' needs right there at that first level of identified need. Our student special education profile, performance profile, was once again spectacular. So lots to be proud of here in People Services.
We've won 4 conference championships, and in 6 other sports, we either finished as conference runner-up or 3rd place in the Cleveland West Conference. Individually, we've had 5 individual conference most valuable players and numerous student athletes named All-Ohio and Academic All-Ohio. Our girls soccer team was a state semifinalist this year, and both our boys and girls cross-country teams qualified as teams for the state championship race. Our sailing team for the 3rd year in a row won the Ohio Cup, and individually, junior sailor Nick Kroll qualified for the single-handed national championship. We celebrated 7 student athletes that signed their national letter of intent to continue their academic and athletic careers at NCAA Division I and Division II institutions. That event was one of 25+ events aired by our broadcasting club. Activities are gearing up as we move into the winter. We just had a terrific production presented by our drama club. Motto United Nations has already competed in 2 events at Case Western Reserve University and Lorain County Community College. And Service Learning just completed a book drive for the Cleveland Book Bank, where they collected literally thousands of books that kids in the Northeast Ohio area will be able to take home and read. Other activities that are ramping up include mock trial, fencing, academic challenge, robotics, National History Day, esports, chess, and science Olympiad. Chess and Science Olympiad, we are very excited that we will be hosting their regional competitions this March right here at Rocky River High School.
There's so much happening across the district, and we invite you to stay connected as we celebrate the outstanding achievements of our students and staff. As we enter the second half of the school year, there are countless ways to get involved and show your support. Join us for band and choir concerts, the middle and high school spring musicals, the district art show, year-end celebrations and award ceremonies, athletics contests, and the class of 2025 commencement, among other exciting events. Stay informed about these happenings and more by visiting the district website, downloading the mobile app, and following us on social media channels including Facebook, Instagram, and X. Here we proudly highlight accomplishments in academics, the arts, activities, and athletics.
I hope you've enjoyed your time with me learning about the Rocky River City School District. Thank you to our students, families, educators, and community partners for your unwavering support and dedication. The success we have experienced throughout our district is truly a reflection of the hard work and collaboration of everyone involved. As we look ahead, we remain committed to providing a high-quality education that prepares every student for a bright and successful future. Thank you for your continued support of the Rocky River City School District.
Greg, that was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm glad. I think this is 3 years in a row now that the debut has made it all the way through, so that's exciting.
Well done.
Last on my superintendent's report this evening is just a reminder that, the March business meeting, you will be approving math texts for the middle school, grades 6 through 8. And that is Eureka Math Squared Copyright 2021 by the publisher Great Minds, and those are available for review outside my office between anytime. Just call, make an appointment if you want to see by anyone here or in the public. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. The state of the school was great. them once they're complete.
Okay.
So I would suggest we table A, but we move forward with B through F, or B through H.
Second that. You said missing roll call, just so I.
I think it was one of the early, I think it was one, not the attendance roll call, but the approval of the agenda. It's just a blank,
Okay.
yeah,
Missing
table, so it'll just
early
be like
approval.
update, yeah. I just don't wanna approve them when they're not.
That is true. All right, so, and we had a second on that, so let's. You're okay. All right, so let's take a roll call to table A, and we will add it to the next agenda once it is properly, amended. So can I have a roll call to table letter A under the minutes?
Okay, Mrs. Wilson,
Yes.
Mrs. Bolander,
Yes.
Mrs. Hagrave.
Yes.
Mr. Morgan, yes, Mrs. Swin.
Yes. All right, so then, any other discussion on this? All right, so then we are going to, take B through H on this one. And can I have a motion for B through H only?
Second.
All right, any discussion? And then can I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Hagrave.
Yes.
Mr. Morgan, yes, Mrs. Swin.
Yes.
Mrs. Bolander.
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson.
Yes.
Policy and legislation. First up, we have policy, 1210.01. This is a housekeeping that we have spoken about, and this would be the first reading of this one. Do I have any questions, concerns? Can I have a motion to approve this as our first reading? Oh, we don't need to, okay, sorry, all right.
That's okay, it's just
No,
first.
all right, and then winter 2025, legislation letters, I'm gonna turn this over to Ms. Wilson.
Sure, so you all have in your folders copies of drafts I've also emailed to you. So at our last meeting, we discussed sort of basic intro letters to our two elected representatives, given redistricting, they're new to us. You'll see that the letters are very similar to what we sent to our class that are representatives 2 years ago. 2 points of note, now that the state of the schools has been debuted, we'll link it. And then that, percentage is 82% of our funding comes from local property taxes, and you have in front of me.
Okay.
So I will make those changes. Is there any feedback on these, or any other changes we want to make before we finalize them? Kelly can talk.
Great, thank you.
These are good?
No, yeah, thank you so much.
Great. So Kelly, I'll tweak these and put them on letterhead and then perfect pass them over to you.
All right.
Oh, quick question, do we wanna have all of our names on it? Rather than just the officers, since we're all approving it?
I don't know that would hurt. Does anybody have any objection if we put everybody's name on it?
I don't
So it's
care.
coming from the whole board?
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. Perfect, and thank you again,
Yeah,
Ms. Wilson, for
sure thing.
doing that.
Sort of on the same topic of the not so much the letters, but, Ms. Wilson, you brought up last time that, I forget, please forgive me, I forget the name of the entity but they were suggesting getting how do we more involve ourselves with other city entities, right? So that we're all listening south about just, property taxes and what it means, in terms of funding for our schools. And so I know that on the 24th, I believe, there's the meeting with the mayor and the president of the city council.
Yes, I'm on it.
Yeah, for the 24th.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Is that something that you guys are going to talk about? Like, I guess I'm, in the spirit of the letter writing, I guess I'm wondering, I was brainstorming in my own head, just, do we wanna write a letter to some of our other city, they're not colleagues, but entities? Just letting them know how we're advocating, how, if we wanna encourage them to advocate in a similar way. I'm just sort of starting the conversation on that, and what you guys think about that.
Personally, I think that's a fair ask. I mean, I feel like if we can all jointly work together on anything, it's definitely gonna help versus hurt.
I would be totally fine with sending a letter to city council and the mayor, kind of giving where our position is at right now, or even like, we can update and say, this is the letter, this is the letter we are sending off from the Board of Education. These are, things that we feel very, strongly about. How can we all work together? And Liz and I can definitely brainstorm with them with let's take that as maybe that starter and just say, this is where we're coming from as the Board of Education. We know we're gonna have to continue with this, but I think we gotta get the ball rolling, and that's what Jess did, with that letter. So I think that's fair. Liz and I are also attending next Friday, and remind me, Liz, it's ESON.
The ESC of Northeast Ohio,
Yeah.
in Independence, the local legislators luncheon.
Yes, and they, so it's boards, superintendents, mayors, city council, like they have all the groups of, Northeast Ohio, so there's a whole slew of people going there. So that is also something too that I kind of had, what is being talked about in those, and if then we can bring that back here and then back just within our own city to have those same discussions that we're having at that. So, that is coming up kind of around that same time, so I think, at least in my brain, that's kind of where I'm at, but if other people have other suggestions, I'm definitely open to them, because I think that's a great point to get everybody working as one, moving forward.
I like the idea, Kelly, for simplicity, especially because you and Liz are meeting on Monday, is if these letters go out, I think with the CC to the
Yeah.
mayor and the president of city council.
Yeah.
And so, cause there's nothing really else to say that's different than this, right? Because the budget is just been released by the governor, there's not a lot yet, and because property tax reform, so it feels like an opening, and then
Right.
as the two of you are having this conversation, you can talk about why we sent it, that might be the best way to do it first,
Yeah.
and then you can come back after this luncheon and the meeting, just to keep
Yeah,
it simple.
really kind of hone in on some of those big points that I think are brought up at that luncheon.
But CCing the mayor and the president of city council.
Nope, I think that's a great idea. Yep.
I think it's a great start to just, begin to push the pathway of the importance of schools for the entire city. And its value and why it matters for them to advocate for it, so.
100%.
I like it, good idea.
Alright. Yeah, no,
Alright, so
perfect.
I will, I'll drew these up and send it
Yep.
over to you.
Yep, and then I will CC city council and the mayor with that, and then we can reiterate what we need to on Monday with that meeting, and then if, after this luncheon, we can bring back more stuff, and if there's, a couple points we really wanna hammer in, then I think we can move forward on those. Alright, perfect, beautiful. Alright, next up. I have a motion to approve the pre-2025 resolution to approve legal representation agreement for all legal services provided to the Rocky River City School District Board of Education up to and including December 31, 2024, and board hereby approves the legal representation agreement with the law firm of Corman, Jackson, and Krantz LLP, a copy of which is attached hereto and incorporated herein. Such law firm shall only serve as the attorneys for the board, and all attorney-client privileges shall rest solely with the board. The board further directs the board president, superintendent, and treasurer to execute the same and the accompanying certification.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
Yeah, I think that just recall that this is the, trying to get ourselves into, compliance like we should. And, this is gonna be the basis for the going forward contract as well. So we'll just follow this as our future direction from now on. We got this basically buttoned up.
Perfect. Any other discussion? All right, roll call please.
I guess I move, so myself and Kelly,
Yes?
Lauren Nagel.
Yes.
Addie.
Yes.
And Jessica.
Yes.
And then treasurer report. I have a resolution to approve finance statement and interfund transfers for general accounting in the amount of $82,262.15 for January 2025. I have a motion. Second. Discussion?
This is a typical number, Greg isn't here, but it's a typical month-to-month number to balance accounts out, so.
And he did send
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
that's, yeah, all right.
Yeah. No, no, you're good.
Okay, so, Mrs. Wilson,
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre?
Yes.
Mrs. Olander,
Yes.
Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
and myself, yes.
Alright, next up is a resolution to amend appropriation for all funds as of January 31, 2025, in the amount of $63,713 and, oh, I'm sorry,
63 million.
63 million, yep, sorry, $63,713,029.
Second.
Alright, and, discussion, again, this is, everything that was done by Kirk. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Wilson,
Yes.
myself, yes, Kelly,
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre,
Yes.
Mrs. Olander.
Alright, next up, do I have a motion, to approve the then and now certificates?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Corrigan, yes, Mrs. Wilson,
Yes.
Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mrs. Olander.
Yes.
Alright, next up is superintendent report action items.
Awesome. I recommend the board approve agenda item 7A, resolution to approve resolutions and resignations.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Olander.
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mr. Corrigan, yes, Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
and Mrs. Wilson.
Yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7B, resolution to approve appointment of certified staff.
So moved. Second. Jeez.
Mrs. Olander.
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson.
Yes.
And Mr. Corrigan, yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7C, the appointment, resolution to approve appointment of classified staff.
So moved.
Second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Olander.
Yes.
Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mr. Corrigan, yes, Mrs. Wilson.
Yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7D, resolution to approve supplemental duty recommendations.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mrs. Friend, who was?
Mrs. Wilson.
Mrs. Wilson, I'm sorry.
Yes.
You're okay.
Sound like them. Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
Mrs. Olander, Mrs. Corrigan, yes.
So sorry.
My goodness, you guys.
No,
Stop. Okay, I recommend the board approve agenda item 7E, the resolution to approve appointment of support personnel occasionals.
So moved.
Second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Olander,
Yes.
Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mr. Corrigan, yes, Mrs. Wilson.
Yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7F, the resolution to approve appointment of chaperones and volunteers.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Olander,
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson.
Yes.
Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
and Mrs. Corrigan, yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7G, the resolution to approve adjustments in salary, assignments, and rate of pay.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Olander.
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson.
Yes.
Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
Mrs. Corrigan, yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7H, the resolution to approve leaves of absence.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Olander.
Yes.
Mrs. Corrigan, yes. Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson.
Yes.
Mrs. Friend.
Yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7J, a resolution to authorize continued membership in the Ohio High School Athletic Association for the 2025-2026 school year.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Olander.
Yes.
Mrs. Nagre.
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson.
Yes.
Mrs. Friend,
Yes.
Mrs. Corrigan, yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7K, the resolution to approve overnight travel for the RRHS Model UN team to travel to Columbus, Ohio, March 21 through 23, to compete in the Ohio State University Model UN Conference 2025.
So moved. Second.
Okay, discussion? Roll call, please.
Just wanna, we're starting to get in compliance with what we're trying to do legally.
We are.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so Mrs. Olander.
No, it was
Mrs. Negri?
Yes.
Ms. Olander?
Yes.
Mrs. Friend?
Yes.
Mr. Corrigan, yes. Mrs. Wilson?
Yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7L, the resolution to approve an other district-sponsored trip, Washington DC trip for grade 8.
Second? Discussion?
Do you have to read the whole resolution there?
I can, I don't have to, but resolution to approve an other district-sponsored trip, the Washington DC trip, upon verification by the superintendent and treasurer that all applicable policies and administrative guidelines have been and shall be fully complied with, including but not limited to full compliance with board policies 2340 and 5830, the administrative guidelines 2340B and 5830, the Rocky River City School District Board of Education hereby approves an other district-sponsored trip, which is not a field trip for the purpose of providing Rocky River Middle School 8th grade students the opportunity to tour Washington DC from June 3 to 5.
Second?
Ms. Negri?
Yes.
Ms. Friend?
Yes.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Olander?
Yes.
Ms. Corrigan?
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7M, a resolution to approve the trip agreement for Washington DC. The Rocky River City School District Board of Education hereby approves the trip agreement with NOAC Tours, Inc., a copy of which is attached hereto and incorporated herein. The board further directs the board president, superintendent, and treasurer to execute the same and the accompanying certification.
So moved.
Second. Discussion? Roll call please.
Ms. Olander?
Yes.
Ms. Negri?
Yes.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Friend?
Yes.
Ms. Corrigan, yes.
Thank you. I recommend the board approve agenda item 7N, the resolution to approve textbooks for college algebra with probability and statistics, pre-calculus and AP pre-calculus, honors algebra 2, geometry and honors geometry, and concepts of algebra 1 and algebra 1.
So moved.
Second.
And just checking, none of these are McGraw-Hill?
No.
I see Cynthia, you're checking that.
You are correct. Big ideas, which
Big
is,
ideas. Thank you.
Is that, you
Brought
have
to
to
us by
recuse
Cindy.
yourself? Or-
Technically don't, but I do.
Yeah, okay.
Roll call please.
So, Ms. Friend?
Yes.
Ms. Corrigan, yes. Ms. Negri?
Yes.
Ms. Olander? And
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson?
Yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7O, the resolution to approve authorization for legal counsel to seek injunctive relief. The Rocky River City School District Board of Education hereby authorizes its legal counsel, Weston Hurd LLP, to file an action in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Ohio, seeking injunctive relief pertaining to a student. The board directs the board president, superintendent, and treasurer to take all actions necessary to carry out this action. The board further directs the president, board president, superintendent, and treasurer to execute the accompanying certification.
So moved. Second. Discussion? Roll call please.
Mrs. Negri?
Yes.
Mrs. Friend?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Olander?
Yes.
Mrs. Corrigan, yes.
I recommend the board approve agenda item 7P, the resolution to accept gifts to schools.
So moved.
Second. Discussion?
Much appreciated.
Roll call please.
Ms. Olander?
Yes.
Ms. Friend?
Yes.
Ms. Negri?
Yes.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
And Ms. Corrigan, yes.
Alright, next up, I do have one public participation. Mr. Stephen Shepherd, please come up. Remember, you have 2 minutes. And Mr. Corrigan, you
Got it.
got it?
Yeah.
Alright.
I got an email on February 19th, the board president stated, quote, "We do not have a policy that requires the board president," and it says, "shall be the own person to reply to emails," unquote. With a quick look at the board policy, may I refer you to policy 0149.1, which states, quote, "The board president functions as an official spokesperson of the board." I'm unclear on the board's actual following of their own policies or not. As I received communication from a few board members, from now on, I'm taking this as whatever they say reflects the opinion of the board, since things are not done according to protocol. With that being said, with the science of reading, I was told by a board member on December 30th, 2024, at 11:32 a.m. and about 13 minutes into the conversation, that the whole board did not do their due diligence before approving the funding of personnel in the various pathways that are not reimbursable by the state, wasting of nearly 50K. As a board, you owe it to the community to do your due diligence before approving, any numerous amounts of money for the science of reading. I'm aware that there will be more and need to be approved in the near future. Lastly, if you do not do your due diligence on this seamlessly simple, small matter, what are larger matters that you have neglected to do your due diligence on? We all know that there's a levy coming up in 2027, and unless you start spending taxpayer money more wisely, that shouldn't pass. So with that also being said, I also expect all communications with me and anybody else, I would highly encourage it be in writing, because if you guys wanna neglect your duties and you wanna say one thing and do another thing, the iPhones now record things, so it's a great opportunity for the community to record conversations. Thank you.
Alright, do we have, other business, we have a, Rocky River Public Library trustee vacancy. We need to, have our 2 people that will do the interviews and work with the, board president with the library. And then I can make sure that we have all the legal components worked out and make sure we have timing and all of that. We've done this, we did it last year, I know with me, and I believe there was one the year before.
I haven't done it yet, so maybe it's my turn.
I'm just gonna say, you ready to pony up here?
Yeah,
Alright, is there anybody else?
perfect,
Alright, so,
thank you.
Laura, you, I will get everything set up and then sent over to you guys, so we know when the posting is, how long it needs to be posted for, and then when we have to set up meetings.
Are we, I think we were given a couple of dates to look at, are we? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
at
we
least
can-
2 months prior to appointment, which
Right.
we're well in advance
Right,
of, so
because the
we
appointment's in June.
usually kind of sketch out the time frame at this point in time.
So if you
that
guys
folks
wanna look at that, I mean, we can decide that tonight, or if you guys wanna look at it with your calendars and whatnot, now that you 2 know you're kind of,
The only conflict I have are meetings we have here at night. If we're doing this at night, if we're doing it during the day or Saturday, there's other conflicts. But I don't think we're doing it during the day.
I think the meetings were during the day the last time.
You can schedule.
Yeah, you can schedule when you want.
I think
Yeah.
ours
Oh,
were
okay,
evening.
alright.
I think what we have to decide is just
Yeah.
that, like,
posting,
that we're
yeah.
posting the vacancy
And-
March 1st
Yeah.
and closing the posting April
Right.
16th, and then you guys.
Right,
figure out
and then you
stuff.
guys-
Day,
decide,
day
you know,
conflicts like that.
Yeah, Leslie will help you guys with the scheduling, but anyway, thank you, Leslie.
In general, just keep in mind that, you know, if you're, it will kind of roll up to early May. And May, as you know, kicks off a very busy month of all the year-end activities. So if we close in mid-April, we just wanna kind of, earmark your interview days to kind of work around the very busy mid to late May.
Yep.
And then we will,
Yep, and then you'll be in contact with Jen Fisher.
Yep.
At the library.
I'm happy to take comments or advice or whatever you guys have. It's my first one. Alright, thanks.
The only other question asked of us by Liz in the briefing was when is our desired date to approve the new trustee, which I would assume would be the June business meeting, or I should just like.
Right.
Confirm that everybody's.
I think that's,
Which is statutory, you know, by
Yeah.
policy and from time.
Right.
Okay, great.
I did front load, the posting and what any language would be with our attorney so that he could give it a look to see if that's what he likes as well.
Great, alright, thank you. Alright, and thank you both for volunteering. Is there anything else under other business that anybody needs to bring up?
I have just one kudos, this was in one of our Friday letters, but the preschool had the Ohio Department of Children and Youth, like, surprise visit, which is always a lot to have people filing through, and it was clean, which is, not that we would expect it wouldn't be, but just thank you to Tara and the team, when you have a bunch of people descend and go through your stuff unannounced, it can be stressful, so, bravo, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Thank
Also,
you.
to mention the, band fundraiser, I think that's coming up.
Yep, Sunday
passed just last year, just to sort of round things out, but they have not this year, so I
Just
feel like they're good, you know.
Anything else under other business? Alright, I move that the Rocky River City School District Board of Education hereby recesses into consecutive executive sessions for the purpose of: 1, considering the employment and compensation of a public employee official; 2, considering the appointment, employment, and compensation of a public employee or official; and 3, considering the appointment, employment, and compensation of a public employee or official pursuant to RC 121.22G1. Upon conclusion of these executive sessions, the board president shall gavel the board back into open session at this location. All matters discussed in these executive sessions are designated to the public officials and employees as confidential pursuant to RC 102.03B because of the status of the proceedings and/or the circumstances under which the information will be received, and preserving its confidentiality is necessary to the proper conduct of government business.
So moved.
Discussion, roll call?
Scoring yes, Ms. Nagre? Ms. Trent?
Yes.
Solander?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson?
Alright, so we are moving into executive session at 7:32. Alright, we're gonna.
No waiting tonight. I think we just gaveled in the executive